Hey, what's up guys? It's Fruity. Welcome back to the fifth part of the Rolling Cutter only run of the original Mega Man. I believe it's the fifth part. Previous episode we took down Yellow Devil, beating Yellow Devil 101, showing that off. In this episode we've touched down the second Dr. Wily stage, which as I mentioned has the same music. So, cool looking sort of semi-nighttime background here. I like that. As I mentioned, I do enjoy the odd nighttime stage in Mega Man because they're quite rare, and I do enjoy the look. This is my favorite Wily stage, and I just realized I'm not using the rolling cutter. How many lives am I on? You know what? I'm going to suicide. And actually, in fact, I don't have my, do I still not have... No, I should really reactivate that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to game over by getting, dropping down this hole. And if you, game over in a particular stage, you do go back to the start of that stage, as you can see here. It doesn't send you back to the start of the first stage. That would be very cruel. Anyway, excuse me one moment while I go and put back on the infinite weapons cheat code. Alright, and we're back. I activated the infinite weapons cheat. This time I actually will need the infinite ammo because I'm gonna have to use a lot of rolling cutters in this stage. And the next one too if I get to that during this episode. But anyway, yeah, as I was saying, cool looking sort of nighttime background. Reminds me a bit of a Lekman stage. And we have some bladers here at the start. Just be careful because they can knock you off the edge pretty easily. Alright. Oh man, no! See, this is what I was talking about. Just what I was talking about. You know, I really want to have full lives going into the stage, so it might seem a little bit ridiculous, but I'm gonna game over again, because I really want 2 lives going further into this stage, because I feel like the boss of this stage is gonna give me some trouble, so I definitely want some extra lives for that. So, you know, no big deal, really, no big deal. Just, you know, if I screw this up again at the first part, I'll have to do that again to game over, but I don't think I'll screw it up. Okay, that blader down the bottom is really annoying, and there's 3 sets like it, so there we go. I got it to wrap around again and get him, but now there's one behind me. Oh, look at that pro skill. Okay, so there's a weird slope up there with spikes. You can't get up there without the magnet beam. I guess it's just for decoration. Okay, jump here. Yeah, because there is an invisible hole here. You might be thinking, oh, where do we go? Well, there is an invisible hole, and there is a very shocking surprise behind this invisible hole. You ready for it, my friends? Here we go. Dun dun dun! It's Cutman. He's back, and he wants his claim. He wants Mega Man's life. He wants revenge from the last time that he was killed by his own weapon. Yes, you have to refight Cutman here, near the beginning of Wily Stage 2. It's pretty nuts, considering I'm doing these rules, which as I established are not easy. But I gotta admit, I'm finding this easier than the first time. It's probably because the room here has an entirely flat terrain. I feel like Cutman is a bit easier, actually, when it's flat terrain. Unlike a Lekman, who... Well, I guess it doesn't matter too much for Lekman, but I prefer to have a platform to stand on than, not. And same with Gutsman. The elevated platform there definitely makes Gutsman easier. Whew, it's gonna be a close one, I think. It's gonna be a close one. But I'm getting a good pattern here. I just gotta keep it up. Okay, please jump. Oh, he didn't. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be a close one. No, he got me. Why? And now I'm back at the very beginning. Annoying. Well, might as well game over again. I mean, I'm back at the very beginning anyway. It's not like I got a checkpoint, so... You know, being at the start with 1 spare life and being at the start with 2 spare lives, which one would you choose, even if the better of the 2 takes about 20 seconds to get yourself into? It's not that annoying, in all honesty, to just game over. I mean, you learn these things playing Mega Man, these little, you know, little good ideas. You know, like game over, managing your lives with game overs. And that was so awful. I just, this whole episode is just gonna be me game overing constantly, because I need 2 lives after beating Cutman. Also of note is that there is a slope down there. This is like the only stage in the entire classic Mega Man where there are slopes. but they're all on the underside of platforms, so you can't actually stand on them. I'm pretty sure that the slopes themselves don't have hitboxes. Like, these little triangle things here, you just phase through them if you tried touching them. Because, obviously, this game isn't programmed for Mega Man to be allowed to walk on slopes. It doesn't have that kind of physics programmed into the game, so... It's pretty interesting that they just did it the one time for this stage, and then decided, you know what, we're not going to do it again, because I guess it was only for decorative purposes, and decorative purposes kind of tease that maybe Mega Man could walk on diagonal ledges when, you know, that's sort of promising something that's never going to happen. At least not in 8-bit Mega Man. There's plenty of slopes in the Mega Man X series, and yeah, they're all pretty much every stage has slopes. There's actually a ROM hack of Mega Man 4, which I remember has slopes in it. Rockman 4 minus Infinity. That ROM hack is insane, but it's amazing. Like, if you haven't seen that before, but if you've played Mega Man 4 before, but you haven't seen Rockman 4 minus Infinity, then you have to check it out. Like, even if you don't play it, you just have to watch, like, some gameplay videos on YouTube, or they did a speed run at one of the Games Done quick marathons of it, and it's just ridiculous. I beat the game myself, that ROM hack. I beat it, but I was abusing save states, like, the entire time, because it's too freaking hard, and I couldn't be bothered making the effort. But I haven't played it in a good solid, like, year, maybe? Like, more than a year, I'd say. Maybe, like, 15 months, something like that. I just played it the one time. I gotta play that again. Maybe I'll do it on this channel at some point in the future, but that won't be for a while down the line. You know, I want to play the actual official Mega Man games first, please. Oh, come on, Cutman. You're really starting to get on my nerves here. You keep jumping all over the place, landing on my head. The freaking roll... I should stop jumping there, because clearly it's not working. You're just... Yeah, see what happened that time? That time it didn't go up. I don't get what's going on. This is so sporadic. And again, freaking hell, it's actually so hard. Look at that. I tried jumping to get over it, and it's too high up. And, but I think I need to jump to fake it out, and then, oh, that was intentional, by the way. Yeah, I need to jump to fake it out, and not jump, like, not actually try to jump over the cutter when he throws it. Just try and lure it up a little bit, you know? It's not going to be an easy task, though. Cutman has been a surprising challenge, I must admit. He's not easy when you're trying to beat him with his own weapon. I mean, granted, there are a lot of Robot Masters that aren't easy to beat with their own weapon. You'd expect that. However, there are actually some in the series who actually have a secondary weakness to their own weapon, which is pretty funny. There's even one Robot Master in the series whose primary weakness is his own weapon. Whoa. Come on. And... I was hoping I'd avoid that. Yeah, we're not doing too bad so far. Damn it, I fell for it again. Again! Whoa, what happened there? I swear, the cut... Look at that, the cutter's doing like a sine wave there. It's like waving up and down. What is this? Oh boy, stop jumping! You're scaring the living daylights out of me. Okay, I can't take any more hits. Oh, no! Why again? It's that situation where throwing the rolling cutter causes you to stop running. That's annoying. Well, let's get that game over again. Okay, so I got hit a bunch of times by the bladers, but I actually got a life from one of them, which is very rare to see in Mega Man 1. An enemy dropping a life. What is this? Extremely rare in Mega Man 1. Not as much in later games, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. And I am doing an atrocious job right now. Oh my god, can this freaking rolling cutter, not my one, his one, can it stop hitting me? Like, I did it again! It looked like it was gonna go up, and then it went back down again. Like, damn it. Wow, seriously? Oh my god. That was so awful. Damn it! So close! Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I get it now. I was an idiot. I was a fool. I was a stupid fool. Why did I have to keep hitting him while he was in the air? Look at how simple this is. Actually, look at how simple this is. This is so easy. Oh my god. Wow. This is pathetic. Why did... Oh god, why didn't I not think of this earlier? This is so easy. How... I feel ashamed. I have brought shame upon my family, my Mega Man family. Yes, 'cause that's the thing. Oh well. I learnt in the end. That's the exciting part about these runs, isn't it? I get to learn how to do things new ways. There we go. Cutman's dead, and with that, a hole opens up here, taking us down to this level. With some of these, screw bombers. I remember their names now. Screw bombers. Which I can just avoid pretty easily. Whoa, except if they do that. Now, what's this? A similar looking spot? Ooh, could we be refighting another Robot Master? Dun dun dun! It's a Lekman. Yeah, this is gonna be real hard, I can tell right now. Bam, you're dead, mate. I didn't even get to hit me, lol. Get wrecked, son. But yep, we refight Cutman and Lekman. I already said this stage reminded me a bit of a Lekman, so I guess it's quite appropriate that he's in this one. It's actually a pretty vertical stage too, much like a Lekman's, except unlike a Lekman's, we're not ascending to the top of a tower, we're actually descending to the bottom of it. I really want that life, but you need the magnet beam to get it. And would it be cheating if I used... Yeah, I think I'd consider it cheating if I used the magnet beam. Like, I don't care about not using the minimum number of shots in that room in Wily Stage 1, but, like, using it unnecessarily to pick up extra power-ups, I think that's cheating, for the rolling cutter only rules, to be honest. So yeah, a bit annoying, but hey, whatever. And it's got those spikes there. If you fell down off the previous level, you fall into those spikes. Unless you hit that sweet spot over there on the left without any spikes, and then can use the magnet beam to wake your way back across. You'd have to be pretty lucky to have that happen, though. Some weapon energy over here. Don't need it, obviously, but I kind of feel like I want to go get it if I can. I think that's as many as these guys as I can kill, actually. Okay, well, and there we go. Well, didn't need it, but that's how you would do it regularly. Managed to avoid those shots pretty nicely. Oh, careful, we got another one. And there we go. That window there looks a little bit out of place. Is it just me, or does it look a bit out of place on that sort of mesh or girder background? I don't know. But anyway, we actually drop down into a boss, just like Bomb Man. Although Bomb Man's still the only Robot Master that happens for, because this isn't a Robot Master, it's a Fortress Stage boss. Get your terminology right. Anyway, so after the seizure-inducing background happens, which looks like a big mess of stuff, we get the clone of Mega Man. What's his name again? Damn it, he's got a really simple name, and I can't remember it for some reason. I'll have to think about this for a minute. But yes, he actually copies whatever weapon you're using. So if you're using the Firestorm, he'll use the Firestorm against you. If you're using the Thunder Beam, he'll use the Thunder Beam. You get the idea. And I'm dead. Yeah, so this is another Rolling Cutter only fight. We already had one of them. It was Cutman versus Rolling Cutter before. Now it's Rolling Cutter Mega Man versus Rolling Cutter Mega Man. Wow, this stage is actually a lot of fighting fire with fire, isn't it? Except we're not actually fighting fire with fire, because this isn't a Firestorm only run. It's a Rolling Cutter only run, damn it. It's fighting Scissor with Scissor. Which Scissor is the sharper Scissor, and which Scissor will be blunted beyond repair and be removed from action. Find out in the next exciting episode of Rolling Cutter only. So basically, this guy's AI is pretty specific. There are 3 spots where he can stop in the room to fire at you. and those 3 spots never change, and it seems like he can only hit me with the rolling cutter if he's at the closest one, which is right next to you on the left wall. So I just have to watch out for him when he's really far to the left, like that. Otherwise, it looks like this is going to be pretty easy. I definitely hope it will be, because this is my last life. Yeah, he can't reach me unless he's all the way on the left. That's actually pretty hilarious. I didn't realize this fight was actually pretty easy with the rolling cutter. The easiest weapon I find to beat him with is the Firestorm. It does pretty good damage. You can always hit him with the shield as a backup, and he's not that great at hitting you with it. The Thunder Beam's good too, but it does have a huge hitbox, so he's pretty good at hitting you with it as well. Whereas this actually seems pretty easy. Slow, but definitely sure. Like, this really is not that hard. Except I might game over if I'm not careful. Nope, there we go, got him. Nice. That was very close. Very close to dying at the end there. Damn. That stage was harder than I anticipated. It was harder than Wily Stage 1, for sure. Under normal circumstances, I'd say it's a little bit easier than Wily Stage 1, but there we have it. Under Rolling Cutter only, we have a sort of semi-tough. Actually, no, the only reason it took me so long is because of Cutman, and I did figure out that Cutman actually has a very easy pattern to beat him with. So, maybe it isn't as bad as I thought. Then you have a Lekman who's simple, and a Copy Robot, that's his name there, the Copy Robot. Yeah, he was pretty simple with Rolling Cutter too, actually. So maybe that stage wasn't that hard. It just took me longer because it took me a while to figure out Cutman. That'll do for this episode, because we're in Wily Stage 3 now, and this stage is very short, but I think its boss is going to be insanely hard under Rolling Cutter only rules, so we'll have to save that for next time. Since I'm on 0 lives, I might as well just game over while I'm here on these octopus batteries, so I can have a couple of lives ready for the boss of this stage. Man, it's gonna be tough, I'm telling you right now. You really don't know. You really don't know. And there we have it. Game over. And we are done with that. So, hopefully you'll join me next time. Oh, and by the way, they put you right here. They spawn you right in the path of the octopus battery. That's a real dick move there, game. Real dick move. Hopefully you'll catch me next time. This is Fruity, signing off.